Alright, I got stop signal on the main line, stop signal on the side, and red over red on both of them. I got a friend waiting down there. We got a train coming at us out of Greenwood. It's over in that direction right now. It'll be coming across and then be coming up the hill and coming at us. Alright, thanks y'all. Hope you're having fun. I am. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, he's blowing the horn at the crossing down at the bottom of the hill. I've been hearing him blow it since success, and now he's at the bottom of the hill at that road that goes across the street to the couple of trailers on the right side of the track. Yeah, I'll be coming up around the corner here pretty shortly. Let's see him when he comes up around the hill, around the corner. Yeah, I'll be getting close now. He's less than a mile away. He'll be coming up around the corner. It's about a half a mile away. There he comes. Headlights. I can't tell what type of train he's pulling. I can't see the train. I just see the headlights. Looks like I see some white freight cars behind him. Some yellow ones. So I assume this is a manifest freight. He's honking at me, saying hello. Manifest freight. Pulling the grave. Press crew out of Greenwood. Headed to Atlanta. Those empty tankers. You can tell the flat car's empty. Box car's loaded. That car's loaded. That car's loaded. That car's loaded. That one's empty. This one's loaded. Got the steel going to Alabama. Empty grainers. Going back out west to get more grain to bring us through. Soybeans and corn and stuff. This has some grain more steel coming. Loaded tank cars. I don't know what it is. It says it's corrosive. Which one's that black? Oh, those are empty. Those are empty. Bottom end of the train coming by. DATX, they're loaded. Flammable stuff, got blue EOT on the bottom end of it. Headed up the hill. And they go down the hill, and up the hill, and down the hill, and up the hill, and then they'll be in Calhoun Falls. And it goes down the hill across the Savannah River, he'll be in Georgia. So he's headed up around the corner down there. All right, thank you. All right, I'm down at the depot. I heard a train at my south, at the north end, but I come down here, I got one coming in from the south end. It looks like the Advil switcher must have just come back from Greenwood. They're parking the locomotive. He lets the conductor out. He's removing the derail now, I guess. Then they'll pull down, they'll get the switch. You see them skinny ditch lights on there? Those are temporary ditch lights. They're magnetically mounted. This crew puts them on their switcher. And they like the train, the engine facing south when they do its job. They'll pull the train down like a normal train out of Elberton, down to Elberton from here, and they'll batch the locomotive up because there's no turntables or Y tracks down in Elberton for them to turn the engine around. Of course, there's none here, so whenever they get to have a switcher, they ask it to be placed going south. They got a Y track in Greenwood. Sorry, I was looking at traffic up the road. I heard something. But it wasn't anything. He's lining the switch. They'll put a locomotive in, tie it down, and it'll cut off on its own. They might just cut it off because they don't have a train attached to it, but if there's a train attached to it, they leave it running so it keeps the air pressure up for the air brakes. Plus they tie it down, so they don't want this train going and running away. I mean, it's downhill from here all the way. That's the way it would be going. Going back up in the yard track, southbound. He'll pull it up past the derail and stop. And then y'all doing model railroad, and I wanted you to look at that. He goes through the switch and makes the curve, and he pulls straight, and the whole locomotive will be straight, and then he makes the right turn. He ain't going through both turns with that locomotive. He's not making a left and right turn. He's making a left, a straight, and then a right. I guess what got me is I took pictures of a Bobcat with tracks on it. Up there's got a sweeper. I mean, got a sweeper and sweeping the parking lot and sweeping up the dirt on the edge of the parking lot. I filmed it. It's on my other channel. You can go watch that there. It's a barefoot channel. Just type in barefoot Abbeville or something and it'll start pulling up my videos, both channels. Usually, sometimes. Alright, he stopped. I'm not going to film him. That's the engineer getting out. He's going to go over to turn the engine off. Go into the handbrakes, tie the handbrakes down. All he had to do is hit a switch. Now it's automatical. So now he can go cut. He might knock it in neutral, just check his brakes, make sure they work, and then he'll cut it off. We're not knocking in neutral, he'll just release the air brakes. And make sure it doesn't roll. Alright, I'm gonna go, y'all. See if there's anything else coming. Alright, I'm hearing the train blowing the horn over that way. I think he's at Secession, which is about 2, maybe 3 miles away. So I'll get more. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hear him making a bunch of noise, but he hasn't got down to the bottom of the hill yet because I hadn't heard the horn blow. At the bottom of the hill, there you go, he's at the bottom of the hill now. So that means he's about a mile away. We're at the 440 here, he's at the 439. Train out of Greenwood, coming to Abbeville. I hope I got this right. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate y'all who watch my channel. And y'all leave some comments. And I will answer your comments and stuff. I kinda like it. Alright, we got the Abbeville Switcher crew coming our way. Conductor and the engineer. That's the only train that starts and ends in Abbeville. All the rest of them are coming out of Greenwood and coming out of Atlanta. But that's the local crew. How are y'all today? Sound like he's getting up near the top now. Yeah, I'll be coming up around the corner. How did I see his headlights down there?
See, you got them damn feet out already.
Oh yeah. I only wear my shoes every now and then because I stand on the rock so much. Alright, CSX locomotive on this one. Blue locomotive, yellow nose. See what we got. Might have a coal train. I'm not sure. Looks like hopper-sized cars and coal cars and stuff. Thank you. I like it when y'all blow the horn. I guess y'all know that now. 545. He's waiting on it. CSX coal cars. They're all empty. They're going back to be loaded. I don't know where these go. He's got manually operated doors on them. Ain't no automatic stuff on these cars. Bottom end coming up. Blue EOD on the bottom of that one. Press crew out of Greenwood going to Atlanta. And the reason a lot of these guys know me is some of them used to work over here at the depot in Abbeville. That's where the depot used to be. And I would hang down here and hang out with them and ride trains and stuff. I've been riding trains since I was about 11 years old. I'd ride my bicycle down here, ride my horse down here, get off and ride the Abbeville switcher around. Alright, thank y'all. Hope you're enjoying this. Alright, we got a medium clear on the siding. And we got a coal train running down the hill. He's coming in slow. He can only do 35 miles an hour on the siding. But he gets to go through the signal. I don't think he's going to stop. Trying to keep the sunlight off the screen. It's trying to act like it's stopping. He's got his brakes on. Well, conductor got off. I don't know where he's going to. He's rolling on through. That guy got off, and I guess they're going on. He's got a conductor sitting up there, looks like. No, I don't see a conductor up there. I don't know. I thought I did. SCWX coal train. Everybody handles this train, takes care of it pretty good. You don't hear too many bumpy wheels on it. Flat spots on the wheels where they didn't knock off handbrakes when they dragged the car. South Carolina Public Works, SCWX. You watched my videos before on this train. It's coming out of Pennsylvania, goes down to Atlanta. It's a southbound train, but it's on northbound on this track. It goes down to Atlanta and makes a left turn. Actually, it goes eastward, but that's a northbound track. I got another buddy of mine sitting over there watching trains. He's been out here about 3 hours. I've been out here for about an hour waiting for this. I guess they let that fella off. He's gonna call his wife to come pick him up, I bet. I don't know if they brought him out of Atlanta or what they did. Yeah, that's the SCWX one. That goes over to Georgetown. It comes out of Pennsylvania. I've seen it up there one time. Alright, bottom end coming up, got DPU on there. Remote control distributed power unit. DPU on it. Headed to Greenwood, crew's coming home out of Atlanta. They've probably been on the road for about 6, maybe 8 hours. And making it in, gonna be in Greenwood. They got 13 miles to go. They'll be in Greenwood, Maxwell Yard. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I can zoom it in, be like shorter video if I don't walk. That's a restricted signal. That's a red over lunar. That's a clear lens that's got a blue gel behind it, but it doesn't look blue when you look at it. I mean, it's a very light blue lens on it. I got video that I made, I don't know if I posted it yet, that has my signals that I have a lunar signal in it. Alright, the last train that went through that I just filmed, y'all, the one you seen before you seen this one, the screenshots you seen before you seen this video, this section. It went through. This means we got another train behind us, And if they were here, they could go through that signal now, but they have to do like 10 miles an hour until they get to another signal that gives them a better aspect. They have to go slow enough, and if they go around the corner, they got to be able to stop when half the distance from the other train, less than half the distance. In other words, they run around the corner and they see a boxcar sitting there. They got put on the brakes, and they can only cover half that space between where they were and the end of the other train. It got to be less than half. That way, if that train was backing up and it stops less than half, no trains are hitting. Alright, so this means we got another train coming up from behind us out of Atlanta. I haven't heard any horn blows. I don't know how far away they are, but the signals are being set up. When that train that just went through gets its entire train past the next signal, which is about 2 miles away, this will go to a yellow, because that one will be a red. And unless they give you a lunar there, which they won't, not that, only the absolute block signals have the lunar signals in them. The ones out on the lines, the intermediate signals, don't have a restricted light on them. So he'll be going until he gets that red light, and they'll turn up to yellow. So most of the people don't really take the lunar signal out, especially if they got a big heavy train, because they're going up and down hills, and they don't want to have to stop, someplace to, especially if they're going downhill, and then they got to stop to keep from hitting the train. But if they're going uphill and they stop and they got a big heavy train on the side of the hill, it makes them harder to get them started. Alright, I think I got that. Thank y'all. Alright, there you go. That's a close-up shot of it. Now, you can have a lunar over red, a red over lunar over red, a red over lunar, and it's all the same thing. It's a restricted signal. Now, if you see you got green at the top of there, just went to approach. How about that? So that means he's 2 miles away. Green's at the top over red, or yellow at the top over red. That's an approach signal. That means he can leave out at track speed. Whereas over there, on that one, it's a red over a green or yellow. That's a medium track speed. If you have a red over a green or a yellow, that would be a slow track speed. That'd be 15 miles an hour. So that's how you tell your speed limit from your signal. The signal tells you clearance, but the elevation of it, where it is, and you got 2 or 3, that sets your speed limits for your trains. 45 on the main line, 35 on the side. It'd be a red over green over there, which is 35 miles an hour for the side. Alright, thank you. Alright, we got Clifton. We heard a horn on the train, but he's still probably about 2 or 3 miles behind me. Alright, thank you. So that means the train's already gone into Greenwood. He's gone past the signals at Salac and got his train past that, and that cleared the tracks up behind them, which made this one raise from yellow to green, because the next signal changed from red to green. Alright, thank you. You ever seen air hose like this? They had some trains that would come through here that the air hoses were too short, and you could put this in there to add a length to them and stuff. But evidently they're not needing it. I found it laying in the woods one day, and I put it out here and laid it out here for them in case they want it. And it's been laying here ever since. Alright, air hose extender. Alright, thank you. Alright, he's coming around the corner. Double-decker container train. My buddy says this train comes out of Alabama. I know it goes to Charlotte. I just knocked the green signal down. All JB Hunt stuff. They say there's another train coming. Let's see what type of signal they set up for him. Headed to Greenwood. Another crew coming home. They going home to their wives and their family, their children, their dogs, their cats. Get to sleep in their bed tonight. Alright, I'll film the signals if I get some more. They say there's another train coming, but I don't know how far it is. I might get it, might not. I don't know. I got a friend of mine coming to town. I was going to go see him when he got back. Alright, thank y'all.